What's up, guys? Welcome to episode, I think it's 14 now, of my NA Zero to Hero series. So, yeah, last night, or yesterday, it was a little slow. Didn't have any sales. Did not level too quickly. But we are getting very, very close to Shadowlands on level 48. So, let's just see how we get on in this one. So, yeah, we're getting close. This is like the most likely on the next episode we get to Shadowlands. Barely. We have had 2 days in a row now with 0 sales from the auction house, so hopefully there's some money coming in today. I really hope there is. Outside of that, my auction house value is very healthy. I have quite a bit of greens that are actually, or seemingly valuable, but it's greens, so they're not going to sell fast. Uncommon items that are people just buy from Transmog and just random world drops, they're not going to be hyper valuable. Outside of that, 3,700 gold when we went to bed, or when we called it a night or a day yesterday. So that's not bad at all. The call for allies. We can get allied races now, I guess. So we have a bunch of auctions that's probably gonna expire in like an hour. Yeah, we'll just let those expire. I can't be bothered canceling right now. This is not exactly prime time hours for NA players anyway. At least a little bit of sales. At least a little bit. Nothing amazing, but a little bit. 62 gold. Alright, not horrible. Not horrible. So, come on. Let's get back to work. 3,800. We just got a pump XP. Hopefully we can get a little bit more XP than I got yesterday. That was a little bit disappointing. The storm, the shrine of the storm area was very underwhelming. Oh, so I had my Hearthstone here, huh? That was not the optimal place for it. There might be a crying baby in the background. She's unhappy upstairs at the moment. You'll just have to live with that. So I'm in the basement and there's no door to close. But yeah, so we got a lot of deposits around this area. That was the poor farmer who lost his wife and kid. So we'll go do this one. We'll go do this area now. Might do that, or we just continue westwards. I don't know. Maybe we should queue up for the dungeon. Yeah, let's do that. The dungeon was very good XP. We queued up yesterday, and it took us like half the episode to get in. So I don't know if we can get there. Can I get up here without aggroing? Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, we don't have Arcane Intellect or Prismatic Barrier. Get both up. Probably be in combat within a minute anyway. It's out into the fields, the gold fields. Oh. Gotta kill this guy. Gonna kill you. So it's below us. What's the quest there? Kill the Vine Masters and then collect Harvester Gizmos from these. Alright. No. Captain Razorgrin. We're not killing him. I don't think. Oh, come on. Earth grab totems. Uncalled for. Alright, let's crush this guy. That's a lot of damage. Platinum. Yep. So just kill the Vine Masters and do every harvester we can on the way. We killed Captain Razorspine. Let's do it. Rip. Rip in peace. Not sure if that was worth it, but it's fun to solo the elites. So I try to do that when I can. Right, so now we gotta kill these grasping thorns. So I'll have Rune power up. I interrupted my own cast there as well. That's probably not good. Right, this is taking a lot of mana. Whatever. There's there should be a yeah, Stormsilver seam over here. Always be mining. Alright, so let's just do it like this. Alright, so oh, he's not in here. He's in there. Okay. But we'll still go in here for the mine. Even though it's just a Stormsilver seam, which isn't the most profitable one. It's still worth it. Can we kill this? No, you have to single target that. I gotta just fire blast the totems, of course. I have the perfect ability for them. Sniped, my friend. Let's go. Time to kill. Rip. Alright, so now we just have to hunt for harvesters. 4 more harvesters we need. Let's get up above ground. They seemed relatively plentiful up here. Right. Alright, we got the necessary. I will do the 2 back here. Rip. Well, there's still a lot of clearing to go here. Big question is, will there be a second quest here after the first set? Feels like the kind of area where there will be a second one. Or a second set of quests. Alright, these are a little bit more dicey. We have cooldowns coming up. Alright. They dead. They're gonna give me mining skill. It gives me monolite ore. Alright, so that's hyper profitable. Good to know. Let's see, can we aim it so it hits the other guy too? Yep. Perfect. Boom. Oh, there's a treasure over here. Absolutely doing that. Foretold pilgrimage scrolls, 2 more. Because it's getting harder to get lucky with the ones I'm missing. Rip. A lot of damage. Oh, someone's got an earthbound servant they haven't mined. Oh no, it despawned. Well, we did it now. So we are done. That's a good chunk of XP. Almost 40, almost 46. Right. Yes, I have the parts. Alright, so now we're gonna use that one to clean up the farm proper. Rich storm silver deposit. Very good. Let's get to town. Harvest crops. I mean, you should just do this. The other one is never worth it. This one shots. We just have to hit the frontal cones. The frontal cones on these like vehicle quests are always finicky. I wonder why. When you're like piloting something else, it's like a vehicle, it's always finicky. Gonna port me back? No, you actually leave where you started, where you are. That's fine though. That's perfectly fine. Oh, I just realized I don't have the maw mount on, since this is on NA. So I'm gonna have to ride around in the maw. Mountless. Right. Next set of farms. It is. Oh. Mine. I guess we have to... No, maybe we can get away without killing that one. The Stormsong Valley is just a cornucopia of ore deposits. So much money from that. So much money. Alright, there's a quest here. Right. Inside here. Come on, come on. Hey Ross. Fields off. Look out. Alright, we're going into the crawl now, yeah. Earthen Thrall. Right, you're dead. More monolite? No, just some grays. Just some vendor trash. But we don't mind that either. Come on, where's the... Can I kill him now? So if you sleep them first and they don't summon their backup, that's nice. Or is it just that there's no one close? That could also be the case. Alright, it's time to go. Not so. Oh, he just summons reinforcements like that, huh? That's very annoying. Alright, so we just have to interrupt that one. Not particularly hard one to interrupt though. Right, mining. Just inert stone. And a treasure chest. Few more pilgrimage scrolls. Oh, we're done. Where do you turn that in? In Borealis? Great Sea Scrolls. Oh, you turn that in here. Oh, come on. Well, now I can kill him easy. Oh, sorry about that. Alright. He's dead. Bewildered Battle Piglet. I haven't seen a single prisoner though. You have to go down here. I think you do. just jump off. See where we land. See what we can do from this point. Oh, we gotta sleep that guy. Right, we gotta keep sleeping them. Or not to fight extra mobs unnecessarily. I don't see any prisoners anywhere. Where are them prisoners at? That's we're full on arcane charges again. So just in this small area there's prisoners. That might be the case. They're all below me. I think they're all over here. Come on. Ugh. Got full control on these mobs. Poor geomancers. Yeah, here we have farmers. But there's... Wait. No, I turned that in. No, that's so bad. Seemed to get interrupted anyway. How did that happen? Alright, let's kill the geomancer. Armor deal. Right, Mr. Warcaller. I think this is pretty good. I'm not sure if this is good or not in a 2-target situation. Alright, we silence them. Oh god. Oh, we killed them. That was a little bit closer than I would have liked. Have to eat now. What? The farmer rescued. Good stuff. All the rest of the farmer rescues, are they all like in this area? Oh. No! I didn't have a target? That's annoying. I'm gonna almost die again. But not quite. Not quite. Gotta eat yet again. These briarback quills, I never figured out what they are used for. I have absolutely no idea. What was that? Anything? Alright, yeah, I already knew that. But... yes, you're interrupted, my friend. Don't worry about it. I am well aware of your inclinations of gathering up friends to attack me. Okay, so I need 2 more farmers. Where the hell are they? Can I get sneak past this one? Barely. And they're up here, inside the cave. Oh, we got the dungeon. Very good. Gonna kill these 2. In here? I think it's in here. I do want to reset. Come on, guys. Rumble. Look at me, I have the aggro now. Let's hope I live. I do live. I'm absolutely crushing the DPS meters here. I'm just gonna spam this. No. You dodged that. Time to advocate. Oh, is that gonna hit the next one? Yeah, it did. Whoops. I like that he's blaming the hunter. He's blaming the hunter. That was the arcane mage. Please don't pull extra. It gets XP. Can't you get multiple arcane charges with one arcane blast anymore? Or arcane explosion anymore? Apparently not. Oh. That's the boss. Yeah, it is. Right. Did I remember to int these guys? Alright, so we're pulling trash. Alright. Cool. Friends. Oh, the hunter. Released. He must have aggroed the boss or something. Dungeons can be quite fun while leveling as well. I'm crushing the overall damage meters. This healer is a bit of a dick though. Now we're pumping. Look at that damage. Wait, do I have time warp yet? I don't think so. No, I don't. Choking brine. No! He almost caught up to me. My cooldown's expired, I guess. Tailwinds. I guess I have to like... I think I have to go down in charges here. This... So in multi-target situations, there's like... Come on, just keep pulling. Why are we stopping? Not sure if I'm starting to get the hang of this or no. Pull him out of that. Come on. Yep. Good stuff. Good job. Yes, I'm on NA realms right now. For me, for multi-realm battle pet flipping, I mostly stick to lower population realms. On high pop realms, the prices are generally quite low. No, I'm on NA at the moment, default name. This is my NA 0 to hero. 33 minutes in. Alright, so that's just gonna be a full set of... we're 33 minutes in today at least. Not all time. Guardian Elemental. I need to pop cooldowns here. At least some cooldowns. Or should you like dodge that? Probably a little bit. Alright. Yeah, for battle pets I find it's easier to sell them on lower population realms. That's what I do mostly. I have to do like 3 of these, and then I'll get 1 barrage, and then arcane blast, and then another barrage. And I'll get crushed by the warrior. Not sure if you do. I gotta remember to palm these every once in a while for extra cheap in. I gotta win the overall meters. All right. Did I pull the boss there? Oh, God, these arcane orbs, man. These arcane orbs. Very unfortunate. They travel so far. Is there anything, any one of these you should focus, or does it not matter? Oh. Looks like you can only one of them takes any meaningful damage. I've forgotten to arcane power completely. Running out of mana. I never played M+, but yeah. I never did M+ in BFA, so I have no idea. I'm mostly on low population servers for battle pet flipping, but I don't look for a specific population size ever. Oh yeah, but I didn't bring that much gold with me to my main realm. I only had 1.2 mil. And on my other realms, I don't have enough to invest at the moment anyway, so it doesn't matter much. Oh, I should interrupt him. I have no idea if I'm playing Arcane correctly, but generally, like a single target, you probably want to stay on max charges as much as possible. And then if you can cleave with Arcane Barrage, you probably want to cleave with Arcane Barrage. Outside of that, you probably don't want to cleave with Arcane Barrage. Or you probably don't want to unless you have to for mana. Or you're about to kill it. Alright. Good stuff. get a rune up here. We got a palm. Yeah, Arcane is kind of fun. Seems like a nice dungeon spec as well. There's some specs that just are like, obviously my Warlock, I love it in raids, but I hate it in M+, playing Affliction. Just feels so bad. Alright. You just have to kill the focus targets here. Yeah, pretty much. I don't at all. I think it's more fun. On this one I'm even just playing it by ear. Like thinking about it myself, like how do I think this optimal rotation looks like? Since I'm just leveling, it doesn't matter much anyway. Okay, so I think we go for this, and then we cleave, and then we get full arcane charges again, and then we go for a big cleave at the end here. Gotta remember to use cooldowns on trash in these in this leveling dungeon. Yeah, it's like just do whatever. Really doesn't matter much. And it makes you a better player if you can actually think about why something is good instead of just be, oh, we need to get this in here. Now we're pumping. What's up, guys? I'm in trouble now. Come on, I don't want aggro on all of these. Huh? Look at the damage meters on that pull. That was fun. I mean, it's a love. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was a hilarious fun. That was hilarious, that pull. Abyssal Cultist, was this the one? There's one more boss after Stormsong, yeah. Everyone no fight. I have no idea what the fight is about. Damage allies who are under the effects of the ancient mindbender. Alright, let's just pump. I have to kite these, right? Yeah, how much do you have to damage them? Quite a bit, it seems. Quite a bit. I'm level 40, 45, I think. Yeah, 45. I don't know. I'm just doing damage. Was this like something that people would screw up in M+? Or did people, you just learn like the optimized swimming path and it's like completely trivial? Probably the latter. It was just easy. I did some. I timed my first 15 on my DK yesterday. That was nice. Let's just kill him. Come on, I want the XP, guys. Why are we not killing them? Yeah, did it with some guildies. Sanguine Depths. Everyone's favorite hated dungeon. I was even second in damage done as well, so I did not get carried. Let's just. I'm not sure if I'm on the opinion that I think people are just way too afraid. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so you gotta burst them if you can't interrupt them. Yeah, I pugged the last like 4 dungeons for KSM or something like that, and then I did a couple with guildies on my warlock. Pugged the last 2 on stream actually. The Plaguefall was like was insanely close. Which was the last one? It was so close. Oh, come on. I'm pumping. 800 DPS. Presumably you have to kill these now. In time. What's going on, guys? Hopefully someone has an interrupt for this. I don't. Yeah, but only if you can actually kill them, right? Are you supposed to interrupt now? Or do you need to break the shield for that? Doesn't matter much. Let's just keep pumping. No, I lost on the last boss. Clicker, I saw that. Yeah, I haven't set up my full keybinds yet. I have not. Just slowly setting this up. But yeah, Keystone Master was kind of fun. It was I have to say though, Sanguine Depths with storming on a melee character, that's no fun. And it's not that storming is so bad, it's just that you're fighting the camera. You're fighting the camera so much. Because like, especially when you're dancing around the storming, because you'll be doing like this, and then you need to face the mobs you're attacking, so suddenly you have to run around the storming, and you're like this, and you can't see anything. Because your camera is too close, and there's like 3 mobs on top of you, and you can't see the storming, and you can't see the ground target thingy from the big gargoyles. And then I died to that once, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, I need to dodge the swirlies and stay on mobs. And now the camera is in a position where I can't see anything. Very fun. Great dungeon. So outside of like the camera issues, I didn't mind it at all. If you could have like just had max view distance to the sides, then it's no big deal at all. For weekly level, for like 15s, it doesn't matter. Yeah, of course, if you're pushing past 20 on Tyrannical, then you're gonna hate your guts in Sanguine Depths. But it's not that harder. Not like significantly harder. Alright, Kyra. Yeah, I'm always kind to lurkers and chatters and everyone. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Okay, so we got oh. Apparently if you hit a large enough damage hit, it'll just interrupt him. That's interesting to know. Right, so we need one more foul-smelling sample, and then we're done. So we'll just do this lockout. Yeah, so if you do enough damage, they just get interrupted. That's good to know. Just like wind up a big fat burst. Right, Mr. Packmaster. The point of doing this stuff to the battle piglets, though? I have no idea. So maximizing the barrage damage seems like a good idea. Alright, that was the last foul smelling sample as well. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, there's another Thunder Snout, the elite quest. Good luck with that. Boring company. War pigs. And so now we're supposed to save the piglets, probably. The bewildered battle piglets. Probably some supplies to fire in here, right? Or some supplies to steal? I don't know. No, there's nothing in here. That was just a debate. Just a debate. How much time have I spent? 51 minutes. Oh no. Almost out of time. Almost out of time. My auctions are about to expire. We have to go repost them and just live with the fact that we're 46. We'll be 47 if I just go and turn in the Shrine of the Storm quest. Which, let's just do that. Let's just Hearth to Tidecross and just fly up there and turn in the quest. And get the big XP bonus. Oh, I forgot to use... I didn't use Touch of the Magi a single time during the dungeon. I could have done more DPS. I could have done more. Definitely some... Touch of the Magi is just straight up a single target damage increase, right? Generates 4 arcane charges. Oh yeah. You just like a barrage and then Touch of the Magi, and then you do your burst, or like palm or barrage again or whatever. Many options, presumably. That's so much XP, 37k. 47. So that's very good. We can sell. We can start vendoring trash here, since. Nope. All right. That's good. That's good. You Dawn. Thank you for the follow, Monkey D. Luffy. So yeah, now everything has expired. So let's get to Ironforge and repost our stuff. And then we are 47, so we got in 2 levels today, just barely. And that's gonna be Shadowlands on the next episode, which will be on Monday. It's gonna be well, we won't get far in Shadowlands though, but we will get into hopefully we'll at least finish them all, and then I can consider starting to do professions. So if possible, we'll level inscription and start selling missives before we continue leveling. And then I'll just have one gathering profession, which I haven't decided which one I'll keep. Right. You gotta add some more of these greens. I have a group for this. Oh, they're all in the group already. Never mind then. Let's not jump off the cliff. Yeah. Alright. The monolith ore, we want to post the monolith ore manually. So we'll go wait for that to finish as well. We might take a shopping scan to the monolith ore and take a look, because it's often been very cheap. It's been at like the perfect place where it's cheap and not that much volume. So like absolutely perfect for to take advantage of for us flippers. So we will take a quick look at that. That's it's one of the most consistent old world materials for flipping at the moment. One of the absolute most consistent flipping materials. So yeah, I don't have the gold for it, but if I did, I'd buy out all of this and repost it at 20 gold, probably 20 gold. Although the price of monolith ore is generally lower. I'm used to EU prices, which are a little bit higher. It does seem that the region market value is just 13 gold on NA. So I might have been fooled by that, but I have sold mine at 13, a decent chunk of them. And if you buy out monolith, if you buy monolith to use it, you're gonna buy a lot more than 1,000 in the long term. Like the region average daily sold per realm is 1,300. So this is the amount that would sell on an average day on an average realm. And as far as I know, this is a higher population realm. This white ice crown realm. So I'm gonna go with 13.99 because I don't need the gold back right away. So we'll go with a higher price point and just call it like that. And then we'll post as you can see, some of these random greens still be getting posted for fairly high prices. And then there's some of these materials that are very low value. Of course, for the leather, the vendor cost is non-existent essentially. So it costs me nothing to keep them on the auction house. Oh, and the adamantite ore has moved up in price. Or I'm just posting it. And lightless silk. Oh god, that lightless silk is never gonna sell for a profit. That was a terrible purchase. We'll just have to recoup our losses there. We will just have to recoup our losses there. And then we post these bad boys manually. I've sold 2 skinning knives for 400 gold, so we'll go big again. There's little to lose, little to lose. It's a little to lose here as well. I think we can go higher. We can go like 200. There's very little downside risk. So yeah. All right. How are we sitting on the auction house right now? We have 16k. So most likely a lot of the stuff is just being posted for a lower price than it was yesterday, when I had 2,500, no, 24,000. It's probably just because a lot of this random ass greens will vary a lot in price, and they're not actually that good. The sale rate is going to be low across all of these. So I don't expect much from these, but we shall see. We shall see. And then we've added a little bit of ore to the auction house, but not a lot over the day, and mostly just like the 400 gold we got from questing and doing the dungeon. And we're ready. One more day. one more day and we'll be in Shadowlands. One more hour, and we'll finally have made it to the Shadowlands, which is where the real progress begins, because then we can do Shadowlands professions straight away as soon as we get to Orbibos, which will slow down leveling, but at that point we can start making some actual gold. So that will be exciting. We'll probably just like power level inscription and boost out a chunk of missives. Not that many, not hyper many. Since I'm just playing an hour a day, there's no point in crafting too many, because you need to cancel scan if you want to sell them. But like reposting them every day should net me some sales. And we'll see what we add after that. Maybe the talent reset tomes. We'll have to take a look. We'll have to actually start analyzing this realm soon to figure out what we need to add. But that's it for this episode. As I said, there won't be one tomorrow because the kindergarten is closed, so I won't have all day. But we'll be back on Monday. So do come join us then, or just check this out on YouTube. Leave a like or, down below, or a comment if there's you have questions or comments to the series. Then let me know. And thank you for supporting it so far.